Today, I'm going to talk about the 6 pillars of lifestyle medicine. Este episodio también está disponible en español. Welcome. I enjoy talking about food so much, as you know, and today I want to take a step back or over to really talk about lifestyle medicine. And what that is these 6 pillars that we can look at, because we know that we can change the food that we eat, but to make it sustainable change, we need to look at more than just the food. So the 6 pillars of lifestyle medicine are the following. Number 1 is plant-based eating. So when we talk about that plate that we've talked about in a previous bite, of really summarizing of half that plate fruits and vegetables, a quarter plate whole grains, and a quarter plate well thought out proteins. Really thinking about most, if not all, our plate coming from the plant kingdom. The second pillar is physical activity. And what I mean by this is moving our body in whatever way we enjoy. It doesn't mean you have to get a gym membership and wear uncomfortable sporty spice clothes if that's not what you like to do, but really thinking about our body movement regularly. So whether it's dancing like nobody's watching in our kitchen, or walking around the block a few times, or finding spaces where if we're doing errands, can we park the car once and then run several errands? Can we park farther away? Can we go around the block as we transition from parts of our day? Recommendation is 150 minutes per week of physical activity, which translates to about 30 minutes a day. It does not need to be all in a row. And again, you do not have to build up a sweat to get those recommendations. And then the other part of those recommendations is twice a week to use our major muscles in our body. So again, it could be lifting weights if we enjoy that. It could be doing activities like heavy gardening if we enjoy that. It could also be doing wall push-ups or other activities in our house to get those 2 days a week. The third pillar is sleep. So being honest with ourselves of how much time our body needs for sleeping at night. Most people are between 7 and 9 hours. I happen to be a 9-hour person. Feels inconvenient at times, but we just need to know our bodies and honor that and find a way not only of the amount of time, but what time period works best for us for sleeping. The fourth pillar is community. So building a community around us that, yes, we can have friends that live really far away and we communicate with them either through texting or phone calls or emails, but remembering the importance to be in community with people in person. And that could be people at the coffee shop or who we buy our food from, of really making connections in person. The next pillar is mindfulness. So what activity do you enjoy doing that has nothing to do with an outcome that's necessary for the outside world? So for me, it could be chopping vegetables methodically with my favorite music of whatever in the mood I'm in that day. For somebody else, it might be knitting or crocheting or taking a walk where you're noticing the leaves changing in a certain weather or the new birds singing in the spring. It could be anything. Some people, it might be yoga or meditation, and it really is whatever mindfulness, again, whatever helps you be in the activity at that moment. And then the last pillar is to be honest with our relationship with drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, marijuana. And all these pillars are not to judge, but to take kind of an assessment and say, you know what? Honestly, I could probably exercise more, or I do cut down on sleep here and there. And then to notice that rebalance. So if you decide, you know what? I listened to Dr. Falquier's bite today, and I'm going to start a 6 a.m. class at the gym. And all of a sudden you realize, well, I'm doing it, but now I'm going to bed at the same time I was before, so I'm not getting enough sleep. So again, keep that balance coming. So again, to summarize those 6 pillars, number 1 is plant-based eating. Number 2 is physical activity. Number 3 is sleep. Number 4 is community. Number 5 is mindfulness. And number 6 is our relationship with substances. I hope you enjoyed today's episode about the 6 pillars of lifestyle medicine.